ladies and gentlemen. Today was Jonathan Major's court date, and it was done on Zoom for his assault hearing. Well, he got another court date that's coming up in June. So let's go over what happened. So he appeared on Zoom in a lower Manhattan court on Tuesday morning regarding the status of his ongoing assault case. So, in a brief conference, which was automatically set 6 weeks ago from the incident that occurred after his initial court date, Judge Rachel S. Pauley discussed a motion filed by Major's defense team that the prosecution has until May 23rd to respond. The defense will have until May 31st to respond back. So majors need to appear in court on June 13th when a decision will be made regarding the motion. So if he fails to show up in person, then you know what they do. They issue a warrant for his arrest. But I don't see if he showed up this time, what would be the reason for him not to show up in June? I don't think he's going to flee. So anyway, I obviously don't want that to happen. So just stay in touch with your attorney. This is what the judge advised Jonathan Majors to do. So Majors, we know his arrest was back in March. It was like the end of March. It was a domestic violent call. It was his now ex-girlfriend, 31. No, she's 30 years old. And her name is Grace Jabari. She was the one that, after the police spoke with her, he was arrested. And he was actually the one that called the police. So the alleged victim on April 27th was granted. So she got a temporary order of protection, which means the two parties must not have any direct or third party contact. Well, you might want to say something to her. It her that sent him all those text messages? I'm just saying. It remains in effect until his next court date, which is June 13th. So on Tuesday, the judge reiterated that you cannot have any contact whatsoever. The legal team for Major had declined any wrongdoing and has released text messages and videos that are intended to prove the embattled star's innocence. In one text exchange, which has not been independently verified, the woman wrote Majors, "I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone." Yeah, I mean, I went over that in other videos. And she stressed she told the police this was not an attack. So his attorney, Priya Chandri, issued a statement after Tuesday's court appearance calling the case a witch hunt and claiming the proceeding was saturated with explicit and implicit bias. She also alleges the treatment of Majors, whom she describes as a black man weighing 200 pounds, highlights the racial bias that permeates the criminal justice system. We have provided the district attorneys irrefutable evidence that the woman is lying, including a video proof showing nothing happened, especially not where she claimed she wrote. We did this with the explicit promise from the DA that they would not fix their case and change it as we proved the woman is lying. Chandri also alleged the woman hasn't been consistent in her account of the incident. Now we have obtained even more video evidence of his innocence, but we are hesitant to share it for fear the DA will tip the woman off to change her story again, she added. At the time of his arrest, Chaudhry admitted she insisted the actor is a victim of an altercation with this woman and suggested the victim was having an emotional crisis. A representative for Majors also denied the allegations after he was released from custody March 25th and told his publicist, they told Variety, we look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. So that's where it stands. You know, it looked like this was a pretty brief hearing. It did not last that long. And they're going to reconvene on this thing June 13th. So I'm going to have to try to remember that date so that I can do another update on this. But one thing it has done, it has definitely destroyed his career. I mean, it is really gone. And he had quite an accomplished career. He was really an up and coming star at that time. And wow, one incident destroyed everything. So, y'all, this is the latest update that just came out recently. And hopefully, they said they got additional footage. Now, I don't know if they're going to ever share that with the public, but this is according to his attorney that there's even more footage that clears him. So it's definitely caused a major fallout, when it comes down to his career. And I'm still seeing things in the media about them replacing him in projects that he was involved in. And they're still announcing his replacement, in these articles. So, I mean, it's a shame. But I mean, and we know they claimed that there were additional women that went to the DA's office, but I noticed they did not make mention of that at all in this particular article. They didn't talk about that at all. In fact, it didn't even come up during the court proceeding on Zoom, from what I understand, from what they're saying here. They pretty much kind of summed up what was spoken about, but these other women that we heard about in different articles, nothing like that was even brought up. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.